ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। कैसे हैं आप सभी? उम्मीद करता हूँ अच्छे होंगे। ये 100 या 120 प्लस जो इंग्लिश डिक्टेशन लिखना चाहते हैं बच्चे उनके लिए हैं, और एक काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट डिक्टेशन है। इनको आप लिखते हो और इस वेबसाइट पे जाकर के jyoti-stenotypingcollege.com इस पर टाइप करते हो तो आपको आपकी एक्यूरेसी का पता लगेगा, और जिससे आप जो है एक गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में एज ए स्टेनोग्राफर पोस्ट पा सकते हो। Dictation start after 5 seconds. Sir, with these preliminary remarks and after paying my humble tributes to our Jawans and young officers, I will now come to some of the problems, economic and others, which we are facing today. Though I happen to be a politician, I have been an economist also. As a matter of fact, the best part of my life has been spent in economic studies. Therefore, you will excuse me if I do not touch on the political angle much. I will deal mainly with economic aspects as disclosed in the President's address. But before I do so, I want to make one thing clear. After all, I am a politician also. I warn you to remember that we will have to face continuing hostility from America, China, and Pakistan. This is going to continue for years to come. Whatever we do, let us never forget to take that into account. And I wish all sections of the House will give serious thought as to what steps have to be taken in this regard. I will now come to some of the economic and industrial aspects because they are also intimately bound up with our capacity to face such hostilities in future. This opposition from the three nations particularly, and therefore the members are deeply interested to know of the steps we propose to take to solve the various types of problems facing us. Sir, there is a great deal of talk of self-reliance. I have been hearing about self-reliance for the last 10 years and more so during the last 3 to 4 years in depth and detail. I thought that somebody will spell out our strategy for self-reliance. I have also been writing articles being critical of my own work in the Planning Commission, saying that this is what we should not have done, that certain policies have not led us to self-reliance. Today, I do not have the resources or the staff at my disposal to work out the details of a new strategy for self-reliance. But I do not demand from the government details of their strategy for self-reliance. After all, we can judge that strategy only from whatever information is available in regard to our plan programs. Here is a copy of the mid-term appraisal of the fourth plan. I had occasion to go through it. It has been our experience of the last three plans that whatever we targeted for production has hardly ever been achieved. That has been our experience. And yet today, in this fourth plan, steel ingots target was placed at 10 million tons. The anticipated revised achievement now for the year is 8 million tons. Now, I am telling you this raised assumption is also wrong. I had occasion to criticize the fourth plan proposal's draft plan. Now, 10 million tons is the maximum capacity that can be reached provided the Bokaro steel plant is constructed by the end of this year against 9 million tons that we have. Sir, I happen to be a member of the consultative committee of the Planning Commission, and I can tell you I had occasion to attend one meeting and I was amazed at the lack of knowledge and information and perspective of the members of the Planning Commission. I make bold to make this statement, and yet we expect that with such an instrument and organization, we shall evolve a plan of self-reliance. I say that is wrong, then what is the position of our administration? After all, whatever programs and plans you prepare, it will have to be implemented by the government's administrative machinery. I say with personal knowledge that our administration has deteriorated considerably during these 10 years. I was a member of the Administrative Reforms Commission and I know every detail of it. What I am saying, I can say with authority. I am not saying it in any spirit of criticism. Believe me, sir, in the evening of my life, I want to see India a great nation. I have worked for it in my own small way. As young men, we thought we shall not see Swaraj in our lifetime, but with the miracle of Mahatma Gandhi, we had the good fortune to see Swaraj. I had the good fortune also to be a member of our Swaraj government. And today I am saying in the evening of my life that I am very, very upset and distressed at the deterioration in our administrative machinery. This has to be rectified soon. I find not a word has been said about it in the address. Volumes and volumes of reports of the Administrative Reforms Commission are lying in the archives of our secretariat. Nobody seems to pay any heed to them. I am really very much anxious that something should be done about it soon, unless our administration improves, unless our politicians have vision, unless our planners have a real perspective as well as the necessary practical wisdom to work out a new and realistic strategy for development which will take us to self-reliance, we have no hope. I want to say in all humility that we have to get to the self-reliant stage at the earliest possible time. America and China are not going to give you any breathing time. I can assure you now, when that is so, what are we really going to do, and with what urgency? There can be a chorus of praise for this or that particular individual. We have committed the folly of calling Gandhi Mahatmaji, who always deprecated this appellation. We can go on praising individuals, but that will take us nowhere. It is the nation as a whole which has to work together as one man and march ahead. Our liberty is yet in danger. Our economic freedom also is in danger in the present world situation. Sir, the address has talked of Arthik Swaraj, but Arthik Swaraj how? Even in the plan document, external assistance is envisaged. 35 सेकंड का कितना हुआ? है? पॉइंट? ये स्पीड थी 116 की. ये कितनी लिखी गई? हाँ भाई अंकित 75% आपकी 70. वेबसाइट पे इसको लगा दिया गया है, उस पर डिक्टेशन नंबर होगा 5। इस क्लास इन टाइप जो नमस्कार बच्चों।